It's Small Biz Friday again with Jeff and Amber, and I am stoked to have one of my closest friends here with me today, Monica Benavides from the Small Business Development Center. They are the curator for all the awesome stuff that happens for small businesses in Corpus Christi. I've been really happy and blessed to be able to be connected and partner with the SBDC for like 3 years now, something like that. And I think that they've done as much for me as I hopefully I've been able to help them out with. But if you guys haven't heard of the SBDC, well, first off, Monica, who the heck are you?
My name is Monica. I'm the program coordinator for the SBDC. I guess I could tell you guys a little bit about the SBDC if you're not familiar. We are a nonprofit, federally funded, as well as state and host institution, which happens to be Del Mar. We're the Del Mar College Small Business Development Center, and we do live in a world of acronyms, so I'm sorry. We offer one-on-one business advising for small businesses. We have great resource partners like Part of Our Design that we work with to help small businesses and entrepreneurs further their business. And we also offer I think right now I'm averaging 134 seminars a year to just augment your education on small businesses, whether it be on QuickBooks, on taxes, on social media marketing, and we do reach out to our resource partners for information like that, but we do have advisors in-house that can at least get the foundation down for you guys, and then we take it to our resource partners from there.
So basically, if you need to know what to do for your small business, you've got seminars. If the seminars don't fill it, you've got one-on-one consulting. If the one-on-one consulting doesn't work for you, then you've got the resources needed to be able to help the business succeed. Yeah. So the big question is, I already know the answer, what's the cost on all this?
No cost.
What? Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. So, and there's a couple things that I always talk about when I'm at the SBDC. We lucky enough to be able to teach there occasionally, and their tools for marketing are fantastic. They have market research tools that are amazing. If you're working on your business plan and really trying to flesh out your company, they have folks that really partner with you. They've got accountants in-house that are going to help you get your loans from the bank. If you want to get your business funded, being able to help your business get a solid foundation, SBDC is rock stars for that.
Yeah, we help you guys get those packages together because the business world is an acronym world, and there's a lot of different factors you have to keep in mind when you're starting a business. Yeah. So we kind of take the weight off your shoulders a little bit, or at least we help you guys direct you in the right path.
All right, so you deal with how many businesses in a year?
Oh my gosh.
A couple hundred.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. I didn't prep you for this, but you deal with a couple hundred businesses every year, and I'm sure you hear a lot of the same questions come up, right? Yes. So what would you say is the most common challenge for small businesses just starting out?
The most common that I've heard of is marketing, of course. How do they get their name out there?
Good choice.
Yeah. Which is why we're all close. Yeah. We also get things like, where is the free money? There is no free money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
I'm sorry, it's not a thing. But where is the money? We do, we can offer guidance on where they can find resources. Or at least, get their packages together to get funding for their business. And what else? I'm sure my business advisors are going to murder me.
If you're watching right now, ask us the question.
Yes,
I guarantee that we'll answer right here live. Those are two big ones, right? How do I get more customers? And how do I get the money to be able to reach those customers?
How do I get started?
Yeah, how do I get started? Yeah, how do I get started? How many people, are starting out of their pocket, or out of their garage, or out of their living room while they're changing a diaper? Trust me, we've all done it. And so when somebody comes in with something like, I mean, I know what you do when somebody comes in and says, hey, I need marketing help, because we're here. But when somebody comes in and says, hey, listen, I don't really know how to get my business started, what's the process? Like, how do they get involved with the SBDC, and how do they get started with that?
So the first thing we encourage them to do is go to our small business orientation. It's every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and it's rain or shine. The only time we don't have it is when campus is closed. Rare is the occasion. We're all workaholics. But you can come in. It's only 2 hours and we cover just the basics. We have our advisors come in and talk to them, talk to the audience, or the attendees, all you guys, one-on-one. Well, not really one-on-one. It's a classroom setting, but they can give you a little more inside information on how you get started. The things that you don't really think, oh yeah, I do need a tax ID number, to get started before I make a sale. And even if you are already in business, we also help existing businesses. So they can come in. It doesn't matter what level you're at. Like if you've already been running a business or you haven't, you can still come in and just augment your education on it.
And some of the folks that are in the classes that we've had, like I've been in business for 20 years and still working with SBDC. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I think the classes that they offer are just great. That no matter what class you're going to, you're always going to take something away from that.
Yeah.
And some of that is the networking. The people that you meet there are really important for furthering your business.
Yes, absolutely. We're trying to kind of be... we're trying to use our events not only, of course, for educational purposes and to further that, but to kind of be a hub for them to network and meet other like-minded people that need that extra oomph, or that little extra support, or, if they're freaking out about taxes or payroll or something along those lines and they need somebody else, somebody that knows what they're going through.
I don't think there's a class that I've been to that I haven't made a new contact or made a new connection with somebody who can either help me or I can help them.
And you're a social butterfly.
Hey, all right, here's a pro tip for you guys. SBDC classes, go to the class for close to nothing, between $0 and $25 for the class. You're going to meet a whole group of people that have small businesses that want to be able to support a business just like yours. And before you leave, take a picture of the contact sheet.
Do not take a picture of the contact sheet. Get me in trouble.
But bring your business cards and make sure that you hand them out to every single person, because there's not a person there that didn't enjoy meeting you. They enjoyed having a conversation with you, and if they didn't get to have a conversation with you, they can have a conversation with you later. So exchange those business cards.
Yes, absolutely. Save that information for after the class so that you guys can keep in touch and to know
every
that
time.
you're not alone.
Every time,
And some of the best conversations in the classes come out of people just meeting each other. And so we just finished a series, and by the time the third class had finished, those people all knew each other. Everybody was connected, and we all knew how to get in touch with each other's business and really create that community. And I mean, honestly, it was something that I hadn't expected. But the class size and the way it's interactive and the fact that everybody in that room is going through the same challenges really makes a big difference.
It really does. It really does. They come out. We have a series called Start Smart that we offer every year, and it's an 8-week series. It's a little more than $25, but it does cover food for 8 weeks and books and materials. And it's essentially taking a person from an idea all the way through to a business plan, a fully executed business plan, where they'll have an elevator pitch, they'll have their business plan completed, hopefully if they do the homework, and they also make really great contacts. They have all the essentials, and the class becomes so close because everybody's there kind of rooting each other on and helping each other get to where they want to be.
Well, and so you and I have had many conversations about business plans. I won't get too far into that, but I'll tell you this. If you want to have a successful business, you have to have revenue. But if you want a loan to start your business, you have to have a business plan.
Absolutely.
And so having somebody effectively walk you through the process and really not write it for you, but almost write it for you, that's like a magic bullet when it comes to getting a bank loan. So if you're needing startup capital, a business plan is it's a non-negotiable.
Yes. You want to get all the ideas that you have in your head down on paper so that you can logically like walk a banker or lender through your ideas, like when you're wanting to get started, because your ideas can be fantastic, but they don't exist. Like picture doesn't
and
exist,
there's a process that banker goes through in their head
Yes.
and on paper where they weigh whether or not this is going to work.
Mhm.
So you have to be able to put that into a context that banker can say, okay, yes, that is going to be profitable.
Yes, they need that feasibility and they need that guarantee that money is going to be going back to them, because nobody wants to give money and not get it back.
Yeah,
That's
there's no such thing as free money.
No.
Oh my god. Alright, so this is a whole other show. So wait, I'm serious. Like, we'll see you next week, right?
There's no such thing as free money.
So you said you've got a ton of classes coming up.
Yeah.
And so what's going on? What's coming up at the SBDC?
All right, so I just scheduled our QuickBooks setup and getting started. That's coming up. We have an online version, Essentials Online, as well as the Accountant Desktop 2017. We have all of the equipment and they're held in a computer lab. You guys can you have a hands-on class that you're going to be in. And Sue McCown does our classes. She's fantastic. We also have social media boot camp. Date is still TBD, to be determined. But we will be having our friends there from Parvar as well as
it seems like you have an
locals.
excellent lineup.
Yeah.
For social media.
Not to brag. No, it's going to be fantastic, and it'll give insight to not only novice users, but to people with maybe intermediate help, where they can learn a little bit about analytics, Facebook analytics.
Yeah.
One, what they are, what it is. And
those are key.
two, yes, absolutely. For if you want to grow your business and you want to strategize your marketing, you have to pay attention. Absolutely, you need to know your audience.
That's awesome. Who's going to be talking about analytics?
Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
What?
Andrea will be there. She's awesome.
And Andrea's fantastic, and that's A&M. I mean, they've got their analytics game down.
Yes.
So that's a great resource.
We're going to have a lot of really great presenters there. We're pairing up with SCORE Corpus Christi, who is also a really close resource partner, and they do similar things to what we do. We offer, they offer business advice for small business owners, but from retired and or existing business owners, which is really cool too, because they have that experience. Our advisors have owned businesses in the past. I was a former business owner. I guess kind of current now again, business owner, and we just want to share our knowledge with them. SCORE is a great resource for that as well. We have what do we have going on? Normally at the beginning of the year, we have a lot of sales. Towards the end of the year, I'm going to have everything listed up at seminarcc.com. Or you can go to our other website, delmar.edu/SBDC, Small Business Development Center. We'll have them there.
Another pro tip is if you follow their Facebook page and you click interested in their events, like each event, look at it, click interested, Facebook will remind you that you have something that you need to do this month. And that is, for me, that's key, man.
That's my calendar.
Yeah. Facebook has to tell me what's happening in the city because there's so much.
Yes. So,
yeah.
We're also going to have, at the Social Media Bootcamp, we're going to have a panel, and we're going to have House of Rock there speaking. Stephanie is going to be speaking on how they use their social media and analytics. We're going to have Joe Hillard with 40 Things to Do in Corpus, well as Grow Local, South Texas, speaking on their experience. And there's 2 more guest speakers we're waiting on. Hopefully, I can reel them in.
Yeah, well, it's going to be an amazing. It's an amazing lineup. So we need to say yes.
Yes, and we have a few more. We have the comptroller's office coming in. You guys, for specific dates, please visit the website. And we also have a few things with you guys. You guys want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, this is your show, Amber. That's coming up. Go ahead.
We're going to be doing a 3-class series on digital customer relationship management. So really taking the idea of customer relations and the old models that work face-to-face and transferring them to a digital world. Because, guys, social media changed the game. The same rules don't apply. And while we can use that model, the rules, the guidelines, they've been stretched. There are no rules anymore. So you have to, you have to be able to respond to that. 25 years ago, people generally didn't like stand on the table and scream when they were upset with something at your business. However, now they could scream on your Facebook page, and that doesn't go away. So
yeah,
you know, creating.
It's interesting. It's an interesting online world.
It's a very interesting online world.
And good or bad, you still make a human connection with a real person, even though it's through a digital medium.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's very important.
It's very important to have a personality behind your social media presence.
Oh yeah.
To just kind of like show, hey, we're humans too. We're not just
and
robots online.
And eventually, from a business standpoint, that's where the dollars are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eventually, sooner or later, someone has to put a check or a credit card in your account. And make it happen, so.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, so I can't tell if that's a comment or if
Let me
it's
look.
just really far away. Let's
see if we have any comments.
This is your chance right now to ask lots of questions because you've got some pretty heavy hitters in the room. We've got Monica Benavides from the SBDC, 200 businesses a year. You know, we've got no small shortage of folks that we work with. So if you're paying attention right now, grab a hold and ask away because that's what we're here for. And if you're not, make sure you're paying attention next week. Amber will be monitoring the feed throughout the week and responding to questions as they come up. So definitely pay attention to what is going on in Corpus Christi and at the SBDC because we love what they do. You guys do amazing things.
Yeah.
You guys do amazing.
Yeah. So what's your pro tip for the week? What do you want people to take away and remember?
Oh, for this week. Let's see. 1, don't lose your calendars. There's a story behind that. Let's just say that it's not a happy life for an event planner or a program coordinator when she doesn't have her calendar on her.
And I'm such a paper calendar person.
I know,
so
me too.
I love my paper calendar, but I really have to balance that with like my Google Calendar and making sure that I write that on the Google Calendar.
For me, Outlook. No.
Ironically, I'm all digital, so I'm solid. I never lose it unless I'm like in the woods somewhere, and then I have no idea.
What's that?
See, I'm more of a, if I need to write it down to remember it, obviously that didn't work this time, but I need to write it down.
Yeah.
Anyway, make a connection with your clients. That would be my pro tip. Make sure that you make a personal connection with your clients, not just kind of a vague thanks for what you do. Make a personal effort on your social media, with your social media.
Remember that, no matter what the media is, whether it's a little screen or a big screen, there's a person behind it.
Yeah.
So making those connections are really, really important.
That's huge. And if you're listening in Corpus Christi, those personal connections are massive.
Yes.
I can tell you in a larger city, you can get away with not having a personal relationship, but in Corpus Christi, you better be talking about their kids or their dog because that's really real. It's a small enough town, and we all are connected to each other. We're all here for each other's businesses, but also we're all here in each other's presence at the grocery store, at whatever. And so, social media is a real tangible thing in Corpus Christi, and those business relationships, like you said, make the real connections. So
it's very important.
Absolutely. Can I ask them a question?
Yeah. Ask them a question.
So I posted up a status on my Facebook account, but I want to know where everybody is going. I know where I go personally for social media advice or any hiccups that I might have, or tutorials I want to learn about. But where do you guys go here locally? Do you have a presence, like somebody that you actually go to? Or do you have a website, a favorite website, etc.? I want to know what's going on here. Like, what are people doing?
Yeah, to get social media. Advice. Yeah, because that's a big thing at the SBDC right now. Is people are really paying attention to those social media classes. People really want to know.
Absolutely, and I have my resources, but there's probably more resources out there.
I mean, obviously we have our resources.
Yes.
I yell across the office, but you're right. I mean, there's so many things that. I mean, we work with other marketing agencies all the time,
right?
And so those invisible things, those things that exist that you haven't heard of, those make a big difference. So there's your question.
Question for the week.
If you don't answer now, make sure that you're answering.
During the week. Yeah.
During the week,
go
because
for social media help.
All right, that is definitely a thing.
Oh, I can check it.
Oh, hey, Jessica Skanowicz, I know her, or / Ed, one or the other, and Christine Rogers. I think I'm related to her somehow. Not literally related to her. So we got a couple folks joining us. One of them I know is knee deep in IT, so I'm sure that he has some great tips for social media connections. So make sure that you respond, Ed.
I need to get in touch with you. Again,
actually.
Yeah.
But hey, man, great to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Answer the questions throughout the week. Make sure and give us your input. Let us know if there's things you want to hear from us, because we want to answer your questions too.
Yeah.
And
we'll be back next Friday.
Yeah, we'll be back next Friday. Hey, get out there and love your business, and make sure you catch some of these SBDC seminars.
The next one that we're doing is on July 27th, so keep your eyes open for that one, and that's building online relationships.
Bam, real relationships through a digital medium. So, hey, you guys go make it an awesome week, and we'll talk to you soon. Love your business.
Bye.